Let's talk about WrestleMania. Man, how bad or how exciting, how bad would you have wanted to be in a WrestleMania match with Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Oh God, that was my dream. That's what I wanted. And not only that, the pay would have been incredible. It
No
would have
doubt.
probably been seven figures. So yeah, that was always my dream. Unfortunately, it never happened. But I was able to at least go a few pay-per-views with him and main event those pay-per-views. SummerSlam, I believe,
Mhm.
Unforgiven, I believe, and I think one in the middle. I think we had a triple threat with Rob Van Dam and myself and Stone Cold. But I'll take those. I wouldn't say I'm completely satisfied because wrestling Stone Cold at WrestleMania would have just put a cherry on top of my career.
I completely agree. Most of your 2001, Kurt, is working against Steve or with him, which we've covered in the archives. Was there ever something Steve didn't want you to hit him with, considering his neck injury, or did he just completely trust you and vice versa?
Surprisingly, he did not limit himself. He wanted me to do whatever I wanted. If I wanted to German him, angle slam him, belly to belly suplex him, it didn't matter. Stone Cold, I even hit him with a DDT once. So Steve wasn't really trying to protect his neck. He trusted the people that he worked with, and he trusted me. And that made me feel very good, make me feel even more confident about where I was heading.
Kurt, a lot of times on the show, you've talked about some of your favorite opponents of all time. You've talked about AJ Styles. You've talked about Rey Mysterio, Shawn Michaels, Chris Benoit. How high up is Steve Austin as one of your all-time favorite opponents?
Well, I would say from a popularity standpoint,
Yeah, star.
he's top. He's the top. Yeah, he's the top guy that I've always wanted to compete against, and that's who I aim to go up against eventually. Was he my favorite to work with as far as in-ring chemistry? No, but he was pretty close. I would say he's in the top 5 or 6. And no disrespect to Stone Cold.
Not at all.
Just because we both didn't have the same, chemistry together.
That's right. Everybody has different chemistry.
But Austin was one intense son of a bitch, and that's what I loved about him. He was intense. He's the only guy in the wrestling industry to get me tired. He blew me up at a house show one time at Fresno, and he always texts me, "Hey, Angle, remember Fresno?" And I'm like, "F you, Austin. Fresno, that never happened." So we always joke around about it, but he was really intense. He was as intense as Chris Benoit was. He really was.
Yep. That's a good comparison, the intensity level.